Hey guys, it's August, and welcome back to Pyre. Last time we finally met Sandlewood, the owner of the Black Wagon and good friend to the Lone Minstrel, and he is quite an interesting fellow. It also seems like he's intending to replace us as the reader of this group, which I don't think any of us really agree with, but this is his Black Wagon, and we are kind of under him, so I'm not really sure how this is going to play out, but yeah, for now, let's talk to him and see what it's all about. As you approach Volfred Sandlewood, you feel very much aware that you reside within his Black Wagon rather than he in yours. He studies you in silence for a time, then... Tariq, if you have a moment. Aye, Volfred, sir, what is it? This reader, you deem her worthy by your estimation? The Lone Minstrel tilts his hat in your direction. If you wish my estimation, Volfred, sir, then I do. Of course, it is not entirely for me to say, but I have seen this reader integrating with the others well. I believe that her achievements are self-evident in having reached the Black Basin. Your instructions were deliberately difficult to follow, yet she and the others followed them. Indeed, your words make sense as ever, Tariq. And what does little Tizo think of her, I wonder? Skrahaki! Tizo indicates, as a matter of fact, he is happy to have you around. Oh yeah, Tizo. There you have it, sir. I see. He continues to examine you. High praise isn't oft spoken by these two, my girl. Nevertheless, I shall be watching you. Now, pardon us. Tariq and I have managed to discuss. They leave without another word, though you think you notice the Lone Minstrel look your way over his shoulder. Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen with this, because it almost sounds like Sandlewood had the Lone Minstrel and Headwind go off to find people in order to complete the rites, and then Sandlewood would take over and leave with the group, you know? Like, yeah, was that his thing all along? Was he planning to just take over our position and then be the one to escape the downside? Like, what's really going on here? Anyway, Tizo is hopping around outside. Rocky is looking around outside. Gilman is mustering courage! Faye is uncharacteristically quiet. Pamitha is sneezing. I mean, she's practicing her breathing. Jody is warming up for the rite. Hedwin is scouting the area. Tariq is nearby. And Sandra is wandering in the crystal. What brings you to me this time, my dear reader? What's in your mind, Sandra? Let me ask you something, lovely reader. Have you any idea for how long I have been imprisoned here? I'm going to guess 100 years. You guess that Sandra could have been in the current state of exile for a span of an entire century. She smirks at this. A reasonable guess, but you're off by a wide margin. Oh. Oh, you've been counting. Damn. She goes silent for a time. Let me give you some advice. If you decide to kill the Emperor, make sure you achieve what you set out to do. I expected my own death regardless of the outcome of my task. I was not expecting this, certainly not to be telling you about it 837 years later, or however long it has been. Although enough of that for now, let us get back to business. Okay, so she was banished for trying to kill the Emperor. Although that was a long time ago. I know we are reading about stories in the book here, but I didn't realize it was that far back. Alright. The demon, in the words of Golgo Thanian, the Master General. Emperor Mer, scarcely could I recognize him when at last I found him. A half-starved animal, horns sprouting from his head, a bestial mirror of his blackened reputation. And I, a man who conquered centuries, feared any emperor then in such a way as I had never known. My charge had been to slay the man, but when I discovered him, he was already fighting for his life. The little imp Hayum proved of little help against the Sisters of the Ark, whose entire lives were culminating in this incident. I was unable to watch. My heart ached with such pity for the man, and for the love I felt for him when I had served him, that I sprang to his defense. Okay. Oh man, the story's totally getting crazy now. I feel like there's so much about it we don't really like understand still, but I guess yeah, maybe in the future we'll find out. How you doing, Ron? I see you. Oh, you know Sandlewood? Oh, good day to you as well, Ron. Interesting. Huh. All right. So, what can we sell? I guess we can sell this. I mean, we don't need that anymore. And we have 156. We're still 50 off getting that. Yeah, oh, that's new. Ooh, that's pretty useful actually. 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off again for now. Maybe next time we'll have enough money to buy something. Thanks for stopping by, guys. You're welcome. Alright, on to our next rite. And who are our opponents gonna be? You and your fellow exiles arrive at the sacred site called the Glade of Lu, and now look to the stars in the sky to signal the beginning of the next rite. The woods about you bring a sense of tranquility you have not felt in some time, but then you notice one of the trees move. It shovels towards you and regards you with an exaggerated bow. Oh, so we're facing against the saps. They look pretty cool too. Loose Scordian 100 Minds, third of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Wise or the Philosopher. He is said to have fathomed every thought, and his wisdom flows through the river of his name. Well, goodness, by the roots of Loose Scordian, it would appear the rumors are correct. The Nightwings have returned. Oh, but where are my manners? In one moment. Sap claws at his mask with his wispy fingers. Wow. I know Sandlewood was a character, but I was not expecting this. Much better! Manley Tinderstauf at your service. Perhaps you've heard of me. He is a significant who seems certain he will land a position of high standing once he is free. My fellows and myself, you perhaps know us as the Chastity. We shall soon stand against you in the rites, for now I am just whiling away the time making small talk. A triumvirate bent on exploiting the rights to gain status in the Commonwealth. Wow. Okay. Now then, as I have introduced myself, your turn. To who am I speaking? Then, in your mind's eye, you see Volfred and hear his voice. Manley Tinderstauf is not to be trusted. Reveal neither yourselves to him nor me. Well? Beneath her master, Dariel stares back at him in silence. You suspect Volfred's message may have reached every member of the group. Why now, how very rude indeed! Well, fine, ignore me, but you do so at your peril. Anyhow, once this evening rites commence any moment now, then I'm afraid ignoring me won't be an option any longer. Oh, and now I believe the sky is beginning to show. We'll have to chat some other time. Now come along, come along! Manley bows again and wanders off into a clearing as the stars begin to burn. What an interesting character.
Once again, the stars align themselves before you, reader. And here now at the Glade of Lu, I have to say, you've come so very far. But there are those, such as your adversaries called the Chastity, who have toiled for this too. They know that with their freedom comes great opportunity. It could be yours instead. Please show the Chastity that the Nightwings are superior.
So I wonder why exactly Sandlewood didn't want us to tell this guy our names. Maybe there's something special this guy can do that we don't know. Oh, I wonder, what in Nightwings, how well you know these woods. Why, these woods would strangle you, and I'm afraid I could do little to stop them, even if I tried. You might do better to beware of them. When Jadario continues to ignore him, he grows upset. Why, you insolent? Then fine, let us begin the dance indeed. He shoves his mask back on in a hurry. and allow me to thank you in advance for helping me return upon my proper station in the Commonwealth. Alright, so we're facing off against an interesting
Who shall
team.
conduct the rite?
Look like a harper person and that dude. Alright, so who shall we bring along? Easy. Oh, that's right, I should probably give him something. I guess I'll give him this.
Sir Gilman.
And let's bring along Pyre as well. And the final member... Wait, I can't use Jody here? Oh, she's unwilling. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. So you can't use... Okay, okay. So yeah, if you have Pyre in the team, you can't use Jody Ariel. That's really interesting. You know what? Let's bring Rocky along. It's been a while.
Ruki. The choice is cast.
Let's jut this guy up already. Are you quite ready? Finally, oh Nightwings. May all those masks of yours ensure no harm should come to any of your lovely countenances. Now come along, let us give the stars a show. So how the hell does that sap guy work? He has like a regular aura right now. Oh! Ooh, okay. So we can put out a little like dude that projects an aura. Interesting. May I present to you Humboldt-Manley Jr. Why, he is every bit my equal and is poised to guarantee the Tinderstauf line shall have a bright, bright future. Manley Sapling, which not only has a name but bears a similar posture and likeness to him. Okay. He goes on and on about his sapling for a while. This knight does not know about you, good Pamatha, but he is quite finished listening to that sap's idle blaffer. Say no more, would that he say no more either. Now isn't he just the most precious thing you've ever seen, huh? The sapling is nothing but an extension of Manley. If he is banished, the sapling should cease to trouble you as well. Okay. Simple enough.
Manley and his offspring hold no small degree of influence within the Commonwealth of Rite.
Come on, how can I do this?
Welcome his return.
Oops.
None so much as he himself.
Oops. Wow. I got absolutely murdered there.
Already does your Pyre's flame begin to flicker.
I'm still getting used to Gilman, and yeah, it's been a while. Huh?
Headlong goes Sir Gilman into flame.
At least he's quick, and so is Rocky. I think it's gonna be my advantage this time. Both Rocky and Gilman are really fast characters. Oh, what's this? It seems the woods themselves are closing in upon our little soiree. Oh, do be careful now, these grasping woods and vines may not hold you in such high esteem as I. Alright, our arena's getting smaller.
Your adversary Manley is comfortable in this suffocating glade. Yet he longs now for the comfort of his Commonwealth estate.
Come on, I need to get that half away from there. Let me get... Oh, wow. That dude's aura is really large. Come on, I need to... Let me pass it back to Rocky. If I jump... There we go. Oh dear, the woods are closing in uncomfortably close at that. Whatever shall we do? Perhaps if you just stand aside a while, we can put an end to that so much sooner. Oh, more and more. I'm glad I brought Pamatha along because she can fly over all of this. Let me do this!
Onward thus to greater glory.
Man, this guy loves to talk. Say, haven't you even noticed it's feeling much rather crowded out here, huh? Almost as if the 100 Minds himself presents you for being here. Yes, I rather think that's it. So cease with all your scurrying about that damned orb and let me handle this. Yeah, the smaller this gets, the more of a disadvantage will be in because of that little sapling. Oh, damn it. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Come on, let me tackle you. If I can grab this and die. That's alright. Oh, he can teleport too!
Glory!
Alright, you Nightwings, I've had enough to here with you, or perhaps I've simply had enough to here with all these encroaching plants, the miserable things. Either way, I don't appreciate how you're ignoring me. Smaller and smaller. Alright, but this really has been Rocky and Gilman's time to shine here.
Resplendent.
Gilman can go so fast.
Now go on, just once more.
Yeah, we can do this. Alright. Let's just chill here for a bit, okay? Let me pass it to Panther. He hasn't really been doing much this time. Wow, they're just not moving at all, are they? Hello? Let me fly over here and drop the ball. Let me grab that back up. And there we go!
Fine, yes, the Nightwings did prevail. 'Twas as though the scribes themselves stood by their side. The Rite is ended.
I'm sorry, Mr. Zap, but you're nowhere near as good as us. That ought to have wiped the smug look off that sap's face. Yeah, that's how we do it, people. My. Oh, worry not, old Nightwings. I'm not angry with you, honestly. But I am very, very disappointed, I thought. Perhaps that we had something going on here between us. You scratch my back and I scratch yours and all. Instead, however, you decide to spit in my face. Fine. Well, we have to see where your rudeness gets you. Now, ta-ta. What a guy.
Always is there greater knowledge to be gained. 'Twould appear that rookies
Hey, cool.
are not too old to learn new tricks.
Wait a second. Oh! I thought that green bar was like their experience as well, you know, but what is going on with that inspiration? Maybe that green bar like increases the XP they get for the rights until the green bar gets filled up. I'm honestly not too sure about that. Actually, I have to check something, but we can do that later. Okay, so what does Rocky have? Yes, keen eye. Rocky casts his aura 50% faster than usual, and when Rocky banishes adversaries by casting his aura, the blast can banish nearby adversaries. Well, both of those seem kind of useful. They would actually work rather well together. I think for now I will get this one. First, the Alpha Chief could spot a gnat on a tail at 200 paces or more. Nothing escaped his notice, and when it was necessary to break bad news to Jamur Many-Made, other curs drew lots for their honor. Alright, let's do this one. Okay.
The exiled Pamatha perhaps can learn the errors of her kind.
Now that I'm looking at it, I really don't get how that green experience works. Because yeah, like Faye just got green experience, while like some other characters seem to get both. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Anyway, I'll probably find it later somewhere. Well, Tamatha, soon I'll be catching up with you in all this, whether you like it or not. So what does Pamitha get? She has Wings of the Matriarch. Rite masteries enhancing her half swiftness and mobility. When Trieste Tippus led her people to the mountains, they began to train themselves in new ways to survive, and ways of the High Wing. Rite masteries enhancing her half's aggressive capabilities. The High Wings were nearly destroyed after Saint Trieste left them. Those who remained grew strong. Okay, so when flying, Prometheus moves faster than usual, and for 5 seconds after banishing an adversary, Prometheus moves 30% faster than usual. Oh, both of those seem really good actually. Oh. I honestly kind of want this one, but like since this tree here is more about mobility, which is like what I prefer to do, I might just go down this tree. But yeah, both of those seem like they'll be quite useful. But yeah, let's get Swift Light.
The holy power of the eldest matriarch.
Alright, let's head back and see what Sandlewood has to say about our performance.
Until the stars align.
Oh, don't even have to do that. That was well done, my girl. I am beginning to see why your companions vouch for you. Don't let it go to your head, of course.